HD Media. Welcome to another episode of HD Conversation. I'm Morgan-Allison.
I'm Des White.
We're back. We haven't had an episode maybe a month or so. Yeah, what you been up to, Desmond?
Chilling, school, work,
Yeah.
other endeavors
Like what?
like Dogecoin. Just podcasting and production and just other things that kind of like what we're doing, but
For other things.
with other people,
Right.
other people who are interested in starting things and whatever.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, we back.
We're back. Ask me what I've been up to.
Oh, I'm sorry. What you been up to? Sorry.
Oh, thank you. I paid off my credit card.
That's what's up.
I don't have any debt anymore except student loans.
I forgot which one of these is the round of applause. Hold on. Let's see if we can figure it out real quick. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Round of applause.
Thank you. I paid off my credit card like a month on not November, March 19th, I think. And I feel really good about it simply because like I was paying a lot of money to that like a month, and I feel like I can breathe a little bit and I could just pay regular bills.
What happened when you paid it off? Did you put some more money back on there?
No, I don't even know what a card is, to be quite honest.
Oh, you hid it from yourself?
I don't really need to hide it from myself because I don't spend money.
It's right there. I see it.
It's a business card. I mean, I'm
Fuck
sure
out of here. It's right there.
I didn't put no money on. You want to see my bank account?
I don't want to see your
It say 0.00 on the credit card.
I remember how that felt when I first paid mine off. I was like, because it's like I got a limit. It's not that much of a limit. I mean, it's not that high of a number. So, but when the first time I paid it off, it felt good. But I threw some shit right back on it. So
No, I didn't throw nothing back on it. I don't plan on it. Yeah,
Didn't you just cut it up so you would never use it?
I mean, I could probably just be like, "Hey, send me another one."
Well, it prevents you from
I have
swiping
no temptation though to.
Okay, all
Like,
right.
It's the mentality of I don't want to spend credit card.
Facts.
Like I don't want to spend money I don't have, and that's what credit is. But yeah, so I don't.
Money you don't have, it ain't yours. No, I can dig it. You know, I'm trying to get mine, down. I got mine down a little bit. I was hovering around the limit. I think for the limit that I have, I think I had about 85%, you know what I'm saying, of the credit used, and I was hovering around,
Yeah.
But, good old Biden came through with the stimmy, and I put some of that money towards that card, so that kind of freed up some more stuff. But I'm still working on mine.
I'm not gonna say some of my stimulus money didn't go to that, but it probably didn't. I can't even tell you, but I'm just like glad that the method I used worked. I figured it out on my own.
Did you get that from Dave Ramsey?
Absolutely not. I got it from
okay. I thought you was gonna say absolutely.
Allison. No, I did not get it from him. I got it from myself.
Why don't you tell the people what you did then?
I think I told them if they watched the past video, I did a balance transfer. When they send you those promotional rates of $0% for 18 months, take it, do that balance transfer, pay the little fee. It might be, I think mine was like $65 for the amount that I had, and then I made a plan on how much it would cost a month to pay it off, and paid it off within the 18 months. Now I will say, I did it two different ways. If I be like transparent, I did put something on it towards the end, closer to the 18 months, but I hurry up and paid it off before the 18 months got here because I was like, I'm not paying.
Was you pushing 18 months?
Yeah, but I paid it off right before the 18 months. Yeah. And that's why I was paying like $500 a month on it.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm banking on Dogecoin to go to the moon. So once that joint go to the moon, shout out to all my Dogecoin people out there. And then shout out to the Dogecoin haters because I know y'all hating on the coin. Y'all think it's gonna crash. It's gonna go to you know what I'm saying. It's gonna go back down. But guess what? If it go back down, buy more. That's the plan for me. You know, you don't mind if I talk about like what I've been experiencing.
This isn't my thing.
So So I've learned a lot with the Doge thing. I've learned a lot with cryptocurrency. Some people call it Dogecoin. Some people call it Doggy Coin, whatever you want to call it. But I learned a lot in like the past 2 or 3 I say 2 weeks to a month. You know, about cryptocurrency and how much of a gambling game stocks and crypto is.
Right.
Like it's really, and people might already know. Like you know what I'm saying. You might already know this. So if you already know this, just fast forward through this part. But I just wanted to share what I've learned and what I found out about crypto and just the stock market. And one thing is it's a gamble. So it's kind of like a hit or miss type thing. But more specifically about Dogecoin, I bought like a little bit over 1,000 shares of Dogecoin when it was at its low, early February. I think it was about at 4 cents. And just because of like speculation and just because of people talking about it, on TikTok and things like that, if people don't know what Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that was initially created as a meme coin. So it was initially created to make fun of cryptocurrency. And fast forward, what happened is people started to either buy or talk about Dogecoin a lot. And people went and bought Dogecoin, or people really vouched for Dogecoin. One of those people is the founder and CEO of Tesla. I think his name is Elon Musk. He tweeted about Dogecoin and praised Dogecoin, all this type of stuff. So, what's happening what had happened maybe like a couple days ago, like whenever y'all are viewing this, it'll be maybe like a week ago at this time.
It went up.
It went up. I was about to say something. I was about to go back into Elon Musk, but it went up. Yeah, it went up from 4 cents from where I bought it. Where I bought in a couple, a few thousand shares at 4 cents, and I bought a few more. A couple hundred, another 1,000, a few more. You know what I'm saying, here and there, and boy, let's just say that I doubled my initial buy. Actually, I tripled my initial buy-in, but I cashed out on the double buy-in.
Right.
So however much I put in, it got doubled. I took that out and kept my home buy-in in there. So I still own some Doge. And the hopes is to get it up to 50 cents and then get it up to $1 and then just so on and so forth. But it's a gambling game. It's a right place at the right time game for me. That's the way I look at it. But that's a way to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Ethereum. I went on ahead and threw some of that, threw some money in some cryptocurrency. Go get you some cryptocurrency, y'all, because that's the future. That's what's gonna probably be, if not the currency. I think Cash App, PayPal. I think some places are accepting cryptocurrency as currency or.
Didn't we watch a documentary on that?
Me?
We did.
Probably. I think it's on YouTube.
We watched something.
I think we watched the documentary on YouTube. Yeah, because I was in. I think that was around the time where I always knew about cryptocurrency, but that was around the time where I really like. All right, let me dive into it.
Right.
And when Clubhouse was popping, I jumped into it. Yeah, Clubhouse is dead. But
is it dead or are we just not on it?
We just not on it. It's dead to me.
I don't like it.
But when we was on Clubhouse, I jumped into some cryptocurrency rooms and found out about some books, some documentaries, some different things. So, that's when I started really diving into crypto. And yeah, so go get you some crypto, man.
Right.
And that was our crypto segment.
Right.
You know what? Let me tell y'all why we've been gone. We've been gone because Morgan got a new job, y'all. And she has been neglecting hustle different.
That is not true.
I'm not finished. She has been neglecting hustle different, and she's leaving it all up to me. And it's some things that she's blessed at doing within this company that I'm not, and I can't do it without her. So if anybody is looking to be hired, please
Don't do that.
hit us
Slack on our
at
intern.
HSTLDFFRNT
Don't do that
at
because
G.
we slacked on our intern.
How?
We slacked on our intern. Don't put out no application. We need to learn how to do this on our own first.
We need to learn how to delegate.
Right. No,
What you mean we slacked on her? We just slacked on her.
Slacked on our intern.
Didn't she graduate this year?
No.
Why we ain't communicate with her? What's the last message that we had between each other? Hold on. Pause. All right, well, let me just text her now then. Just tell her, hey, how are you?
Because we are slackers.
Because we back.
We slacked.
Anyway, she got her new job. So why don't you tell her about it? She didn't she all in the family business now, and she didn't forget hustle different. So go ahead.
That's not why we stopped. That's not why we slowed down a little bit.
You said that's why. You just say that's why. Did you say that's why we talked?
I said that's not why we stopped.
Stopped out.
That's not why we stopped. I mean, I did get a new job. I work for my daddy now.
Family business shit. Everybody ain't able. I'm just saying.
They're not, and I'm really grateful. I don't think he takes me serious. I think I was in my feelings about that earlier. But
why you think he don't take you serious?
Because he kind of laughed at me.
With what?
I asked him to do if he wanted me to do something, and he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, he kind of chuckled, and I was like, "I don't think you take me serious." Like, so this was my first week, and I was just kind of chilling and standing around, basically doing nothing, but getting paid. But I didn't feel like I was earning my dollars. But anywho, I also got into school, so I was kind of chilling. I mean, I don't know. I got into school. We was working. You was doing your podcast thing. I was doing I actually hosted an event. That's really what threw me off a little bit too. I hosted an event with the Rihanna. If y'all go back to our first episode, me and Rihanna held we held an event called Black Girls Don't Get Fairy Tales, which was really good. So they took a lot of my focus, creating videos and promo videos and getting ready for that event. And then I quit my job. And now we back because people kept asking where we are. So here we are. But I got a new job. And I'm really excited because my daddy owns a business in the construction field. And we trying to take it one step higher. I ain't going to put all my or his business out there because, yeah.
All right. And this is why Hustle Different is on a decline. Because she got other endeavors and other things that she's interested in.
We hustle different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hustle different. Mm-hmm. We hustle different.
I'm doing the whole crypto thing and trying to get in with the crypto and the investments and stuff like that. And you got your pop's business.
The good thing about this is, though, I'm
Stop banging on the table.
I'm learning a whole lot. I am seeing and meeting different people. I am learning that folks will pay for what when we talking about on a small scale, entrepreneur set your price. Like, there's a lot of money out here to be made. There's a lot of money out here to be spent. And like, I get to meet. I met a couple people, and it's just kind of nice to meet people because I had a job where I work from home, and just looking at a computer all day was not fun. So, yeah, I learned a lot in this little week. I can't wait to interview him, so we can get his. I
don't know. We was telling that to the people, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, we gonna interview him.
Yeah, we gonna interview her dad and about entrepreneurship and business and things like that. I think that's going to be the last of the
That's our season finale.
of HD Approve.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get a lot out of him. We're going to try to bring some nice things. Have some good questions. Have it very entertaining, very informative
He's really funny.
about what he's got going on, and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I think y'all
you're
enjoy
gonna
it.
probably see a different side of me, maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
I
not.
think my daddy brings out the good in people. So
He's a pretty cool dude.
so
I asked yesterday. When we went and met with him or whatever. I was like, hey, how do I put in an application? And he was like, he pointed at her, and then he was like, yeah, you got to holler at my what he said, he's like, what you call it? I was like, secretary. He was like, nah. Then I was like, HR. Well, we said HR at the same time. So I'm guessing she's HR. So
a lot of things.
that's what I'm telling you. She get into the bag, and she's neglecting hustle different. So.
I am not neglecting hustle different.
I had to motivate.
I am hustling different.
I had
That's the
to-
whole point.
I had to motivate her to get back into this shit. So it's just kind of like, fam, what are you doing?
Hustle different. You hustle different. You got student loans. Like
But you have a business. in your
I
name.
ain't neglected it. I had on my hustle list hat all day, and I mean all week. Well, for 2 days, so people know what's up.
Speaking of that, I'm not gonna say go get your merch because we haven't been here. But we do have merch. Just if you want to go check it out, go check it out. So yeah,
Shoot, I represent my business, and I was telling people that I got a business while I was out there about entrepreneurship.
thank you.
Shoot.
I appreciate you,
Shoot.
but still,
I know we neglected. We neglected our little baby over here. It's all good. But yeah, I'm really excited about this new chapter. I'm really excited mainly because I just feel like I'm creating the life I've been talking about. Because I wanted to quit my job last year and work for my daddy, but I wasn't.
and stuff is happening.
I'm doing that.
For me, I went part time at my job to kind of help me finish school, so I'm not working full time anymore. I think I'm gonna be done with school by this time next year, and once that's over with,
You got a whole free degree.
you will never see me in another fucking classroom ever again. I'm never going back to school, bro. You know what? I'm not really. I'm not even. I'm not a big fan of school. Like I'm just not. Like I'm so over it. I'm so tired of it. And it's just kind of like it's so much other stuff that you can do that you don't have to have a degree for. Right. But what I'm going to school for, I guess you have to have some type of training. But not even that. I could have did every. Yeah, I'm tired of school. That's why I'm at with it.
I think right now you done got to the point where it's like you only got like 4 core classes left. And it's like I might as well just spend.
Yeah, what do they call it? Senioritis or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm not really a senior because it's grad school, but I got 2 semesters left. If I would have been able to take a summer class this summer, I would have took one summer, 2 in one summer class. Well, it's about on the same time that I would have. I could have took 1 in the summer, 2 in the fall, 1 in the spring, been done. But now I'm just gonna take 2 in the fall, 2 in the spring, and be done.
How much do you like telling people about your business? Like, I don't know. Never mind.
I like telling people about my business. I use a lot of.
I don't mean not hustle different. I meant like life updates. Like sometimes I don't feel comfortable saying like I quit my. Okay, let me back up. I be on social media and I just feel like sometimes it can be very braggadocious that people just put so much out there, and I'm just like, and I'm just like, why do y'all tell the whole world everything that goes on with your life? Like, so it took me a long time to say I got into school. It took me. Just now saying that I quit my job and started working for my daddy was weird. You know what I mean?
Well, I think for what we doing and what we have with this whole content thing, you have to put something out there, a little bit out there about yourself. We not trying to move like we fake.
That's why I be stuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we not trying to move out here like, trying to be somebody we ain't. So I think talking about what we're doing or what we have been doing is always good. Now you don't have to share too much, and I get what you're saying. You know, you don't have to share too much though. But I think for what we got and what we're doing and where we're trying to get to, I think we have to share certain things about ourselves. You know, give people an update on kind of like why, you know, things ain't been pushed as far as hustle different. Why, you know what I'm saying? What's some other things that's going on that we might be doing? Right. So yeah, but going forward, you know, you gonna ain't no more really breaks. Ain't no more, you know, we about to really hit the ground running with the summertime coming up and freeing up some time. I didn't went part-time. She didn't quit her job. I'm not about to be in school this summer, so it's going to be a whole range of things, new ideas, new creations that's going to come out of, you know, this stuff. So, yeah.
True that. I guess we wanted to talk about, before we get into our actual topic, like, I guess Black death surrounding us on a national, and for me, on a very, like, I won't say local, but on a, it's not local because it's not near us, but it's national.
I mean, I would say, well, I mean, local as far as geographics, no, but local as far as people, yeah. Black people are dying at an alarming rate by the hands of, you know, less melanated folks.
Or just like on the, I don't think what's kind of on the, like the, on the national scale of the Black death, it's like that's happening and that's been happening the same way it's been happening, right? And the movie we watched kind of showed, the movie Two Distant Strangers we watched last night kind of showed, like, it's just a cycle of, I think that's what the movie was about. It's just a constant cycle of repeating itself.
Yeah, but it's, if y'all don't know, Joey Badass is in a short film on Netflix, and y'all definitely should go check it out, called Two Distant Strangers. Incredible movie. I'm gonna watch it again. Along with what you're saying about repeating, just stuff always repeating as far as Black people dying and stuff like that. I think one of the, I think for me, one of the most important things in that short film was the question that he asked the girl. When he asked her, hey, what do you do when you have someone always trying to kill you? Or something he asked her, like, what do you do when you have somebody that's constantly trying to kill you? Or he said something like that. Like, what do you do when you have somebody that's constantly trying to kill you? Or he told the girl about either a dream that he was having or something like that. But the girl said,
you kill him back.
You kill him.
Right.
You know, and
you want my gun?
Right. She said, "You want my gun?" And he was like, "You got a gun?" And you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as she was like, "You want my gun?" I was like, I said it out loud. Like, I would have been like, "Yeah, this motherfucker keep." All right. So the question I want to ask you and the people is the same question: what happens when you have the same person or same type of people that's killing you day after day after day after day after day? And this is in relation to the movie. I'm not trying to speak as far as like real life, so I'm not trying to encourage nobody. Oh, I meant to say this too. We're not financial advisors. This is not a financial advisory platform. So like, because people probably watch this and probably think that, you know, they get some information from us and go do something with it, and then if they lose some money, they'll blame us. It's something about being sued or something like that.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah. So
we figuring this like out on our own.
Right. So when I talked about the cryptocurrency thing earlier, and I was saying, hey, go get some cryptocurrency.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. This is not a financial podcast. I'm not a financial
anything.
You know, I'm struggling with my own credit card bills and debt and all this other stuff. However,
the hope,
go get you some
if
crypto.
it's your first episode of watching, Go get you some cryptocurrency. If it's your first episode of anything hustle different, the whole premise of this is you hustle different when you got student loan. For me, a hustler is always trying to figure things out. Like you just figuring things out. Like whether you're a hustler as in a street hustler and you just doing what you gotta do to get by. I'm really just trying to figure out how to pay off my
Right, all right, cool, yeah.
Oh, we should make a video. We should make a We should make a movie of just being stuck in the cycle of paying off our credit card, student loan debts.
That would be dope.
I'm just trying to pay off my student loan.
Or a short film or something like that. That'd be dope. Yeah. All right, let's get back to two different strategies. So
the question you want to present is...
The question I want to present is, and if you was in a predicament of that movie where a cop is constantly killing you every single time, and you keep waking back up in the same spot and trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? How do I survive?
But you know what? In the movie, he tried that. He was like...
He tried what? He didn't try to kill him?
No, he didn't try to kill him. That's the only thing he didn't do. He was like, he tried the approach of, I'm not going to kill him, but I'm going to figure... Because if you hear in the movie, he's like, I'm smarter than him. At the end of the movie, he's like, I'm smarter than him. I'm faster than him or whatever. And I guess that's the politically correct way of thinking. Like, I'm going to figure this out because I'm smarter than these people. I'm faster than these people. I'm going to figure it out. But every day, once he figured out, I'm in this cycle.
When he took the approach of being calm and talking to him, and like he told the police officer what's about to happen.
Right, but before he did all that, he said
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nah, we can't start like that.
I know exactly where to start. What I was trying to say was, in the movie, you could see before he started taking the calm approach, before you started trying to explain to the cop like this what's finna happen. He said, like, you could see him, like, instead of going left, I'm going to go right. Instead of carrying a cigarette, I'm not going to carry the cigarette. Instead of carrying the wad of cash, I'm not going to carry the wad of cash. So he's trying to figure out, like, what I'm going to do to outsmart this man.
Stop banging on the table.
What I'm going to do to outsmart this man, right? And then he takes the calm approach. And then...
it's not really the calm approach. He just told him everything.
The talking approach. Like, but you know the scene where he goes down the alley and the two dudes run past him.
I wanted to talk about that too, because it was another cop.
Right.
There was a different cop, like it wasn't the same cop.
Right. Which made me feel like it was trying to say, like, either A, if the other two dudes went down that street, Merc, if that was his name, was gonna kill them. So if it ain't you, it's gonna be somebody else.
Cops.
No, if it ain't you, if it ain't you as a black man, it's gonna be another black man killed by that police officer.
Okay.
Or if it ain't that police officer,
it's gonna be another
police officer.
Right.
So it didn't matter.
Right.
But at the end of the movie, that was just like some jackal, like ha ha ha, you thought you was getting out of here, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
That, I don't know, man. That movie was like, it was great. It was thought provoking. It was all wrapped up in one. But what I'm thinking is, fam. So let's say, like, because I think I said this after we watched it, because we had a conversation. I was like, well, at some point, it's like, you gotta just kill the cop. You gotta just try that. That's the only thing that you haven't tried.
Right. And
you gotta try it.
But scared. And the thing is, it's like, what if the whole entire movie was a dream? Period. You know what I'm saying? He's so scared to try the killing of the cop in the movie, in the dream, that it's like, you don't even know if, like, if you kill the cop, if you're gonna wake up again, and if that would have been the solution, or if that would have not been the solution, and you woke up.
But what if it is the solution?
Right.
What if it is the solution? Like, all right, so even if it's not the solution, because the same thing, the scene about when he ran down the alley, and then the two dudes ran past him, and then the cop, that represented the cop mistaking him to being with those two dudes.
Right.
So let's just take that, for example, of him not being killed by the regular cop, whatever the regular cop name was.
Right.
If he kills, like The only thing that I think I'm trying to get at is, even if you kill the cop, you might not even make it to like that might not even be the solution either. You still might end up dying
Right.
when you kill the cop.
Right.
You still gonna die.
Right.
But at least you killed that motherfucker.
Right.
At least you killed the dude that kept killing you every single time. Every single time. That's the only thing that you haven't tried. That's the only thing that we haven't tried. Well, I can't say that.
I mean, and maybe it's
I mean, the movie is a representation of us.
and maybe it's
as
the
black
whole. Maybe when she said like kill them, maybe it was the whole like defund the police, kill the system thing.
Yeah, kill the system. But in relation to this movie,
It was
he was kept
him.
getting killed by this same cop
Right.
every single time. So if you try, like, you've tried everything else, I'm only talking about the relation to this movie, even though it really hits home for us because we're going through it, and it may sound that I'm saying, oh yeah, kill a cop. No, I'm not encouraging nobody to bring harm to anybody. But in relation to this movie, this one cop constantly kills this black man every single time, in this dream, in this whatever world this in,
Right.
whatever. It keeps looping, it keeps repeating itself. It's a cycle of cops killing black people. It's a representation of us. And the only thing that you haven't tried in this movie is kill the cop.
Right.
No matter if I'm gonna survive it or not, that motherfucker gonna die. He's gonna die. Like, all right, so,
one
all right,
time.
so, no. Not even one time. If I went through all that, right?
Right.
If I went through all of, I came out the house, first incident happened, boom, got shot, wake back up in the girl's apartment. And then I try something else, like, damn, this shit keep on happening, keep happening. And then I figure out, all right, cool, I'm gonna be calm. No, I know what to do. I'm not gonna take a bag. I'm not gonna, even when, look, the scene where they came into
He wasn't even gonna leave the house. He was gonna
he didn't even leave. Like, he didn't even leave the house. They mistaken the house that they was looking for
the wrong apartment.
You know what I'm saying, the wrong apartment. So it's like, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, these cops or whatever is constantly killing black people. At some point, it's like, man, fuck this shit. Look, I'm not going out if I know this about to be a constant loop. Somebody, like, one of these cops gonna die.
Right.
For real. That's how I feel about it. So it could have been that short film was like 30 minutes long of him not killing the cop.
Right.
It could have been another 30 minutes of him killing the cop,
Trying it.
or, you know what I'm saying, just trying to kill a cop even though he don't survive.
Right.
And that, I mean, I don't know. That was a real dope ass
Why did you
film.
start at 6?
Huh?
Did you start that over?
Yeah, I restarted it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Though. Great movie.
That was a real
mean,
amazing. Like,
good production.
it was amazing. It was just like a good, just like thought provoking. Like, who thought of something who's the mastermind that thought? I think I seen Katie's name as one of the producers, executive producers, and then there was a lot of subliminals in there too. That's something else that I want to watch, or that's another reason why I want to watch it again, because there's a lot of things in there that you could miss. But I kind of caught on at the end, like, oh, I need to pay attention to the background and pay attention to all different stuff in this movie, because it's represented as something.
Right.
Like when he finally got to his house, when he was taking, when they was riding, and then they did that aerial footage. A building had George Floyd's name and, you know what I'm saying, some other people's name on top of the building. If you pay attention to that, when the SWAT came into the apartment, and he had the spatula in his hand, they said knife. You know what I'm saying, thinking it was a knife, and shot him. So all, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff is just little, you know what I'm saying, little caveats or little things that you might have missed. That was a real dope movie, but it was dope. It was an eye opener. It's sad. It's kind of like it pisses you off.
Right.
Passionate. You see, I'm passionate about it. I don't know. I want to say something else as far as, you know what I'm saying, these movies and stuff like that. the Them movie, I'm not watching that.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm not watching that. I don't think as black people we got to stop subscribing to traumas on, you know what I'm saying, through movies and stuff like that because we already living the shit. So we got, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm not about to watch that. I'm not about to sit there and subscribe and subject myself to trauma that I'm already watching, have lived through, know somebody who have, who has lived through it. I'm not doing that. So the movie that, you know what I'm saying, I heard that there's a scene where a baby gets hung and somebody gets raped. I'm not doing that, fam. I'm not doing that. I'm not watching the Chicago shooting of
I don't feel like
what's
you.
the
I
boy
don't feel like you
name?
have to explain yourself. I don't think we should watch it. I was gonna watch them, and I probably still want to watch. I'm still going to watch them, but when it comes to like watching people get killed on Facebook, on lives, and on videos on social medias and stuff, I don't like watching it simply because
Adam Toledo.
um
I'm not watching it.
I don't think it's I can't do it. Like I didn't watch George Floyd. I have not watched anything that if it's on video, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, like and then some people may be like, well,
No, it
why you
desensitizes us to that, and I don't have
why
time.
you not watching it? And you want to see what happened. Nah, I've seen enough of it. Like we've seen enough of it. We've heard enough of it. Like it's like I don't know. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, so amongst all the other things we had going on in life, it was just the Black Death on national and like a close level. So, and not even a close level in terms of like I've known these people personally, just close in terms of connected to people that we know, and it's just kind of just genuinely sad. People dying around you and dying young that you wouldn't expect to die young. So yeah.
Like when you think about it, like what Dante Wright, for example. You got a cop that said she mistakenly took her. Just hearing about just hearing about what happens when these cops kill black people. Like it's like so like what? Like out of this world, huh? Like what like how does that even happen? Like how do you even, so let's take Dante Wright. A cop said she mistaken her gun for a taser. How? How do you mistake your gun for a taser? And they said that she was training somebody earlier that day. And they said that she's been in the field for 20 years.
Right. So you have to
How the
realize,
fuck do you mistake your gun for a taser?
It don't be mistakes. And we just have to like start realizing that, and people gotta stop being blind to the fact that stuff
I
don't be mistakes.
seen this picture on I seen it somewhere. It says it has a picture of a sandwich. Well, I'm gonna show y'all. So if you can see it, it has a picture of a sandwich and then a police officer in the middle and it says it's a gun. Then it's a cell phone, picture of a police officer said it's a gun. Skittles, police officer, it's a gun. And then a gun, police officer, it's a taser. Like what? Like, first of all, something that I learned that people might not have known is a taser is always going to be on your less dominant side. So your less dominant hand or whatever. And a gun is going to be on your dominant hand. So if I was a police officer, my gun would be on my
So
right
if you
side.
feel the most threatened,
my left.
which side you going towards?
If I what?
If you feel the most threatened, which side you going towards?
If I feel the most threatened,
Right.
I don't think it's about. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think in some situations you can feel threatened and still pull out your taser and be okay. But for the sake of what you're asking me, if I feel the most threatened, like I'm about to lose my life, this is a situation where I could possibly lose my life, I might go for my gun.
Right.
However, in a situation where in all of these situations where police officers kill black people, it's not a life-threatening situation.
Exactly. But they can say it is, and they can get away with it.
Yeah, but your gun is on your dominant side. Your taser is on your less dominant side. That's one thing that I didn't know that somebody had pointed out to me. So, you've been in the field for 20 years. You know which side your gun on and which side your taser on. Just throw that out there. That's bullshit that you mistaken your gun for a taser. Your gun for a taser. 2. I did the research. Whatever those tasers are, I forgot the name of them. They weigh about 8 ounces. A Glock, when loaded, weighs 39.39 ounces. You know the difference between the weight of a taser and a gun. And I'm going to just end on that. A taser weighs 8 ounces. A gun, when loaded, a Glock, when loaded, weighs about 39 ounces.
All right.
How? Hold on. Another one. Like, I'm just trying to, like...
There is no rationale, Desmond. There is no rationale. Like,
I'm just trying... literally getting
no.
back to it, not watching this shit. We got to stop subscribing. We got to stop subscribing and subjecting ourselves to this shit. No matter if it's in movies and all the type of stuff. When are they going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Haitian Revolution? Like, I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, you know what I'm saying, and they was like, they always talk about, you know what I'm saying, like our L's. They always got something to say about our L's, but what about our W's? When are they going to make a movie about the Haitian Revolution?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know about the Haitian Revolution?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, basically, them white folks tried to come for Haitians, and we won that war.
Right.
We fucked them up, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to put it in terms that you can understand. Well, I cuss too much.
Right. I could have understood.
Yeah,
I could have understood we won.
Yeah, I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? That whole little part right there was just me right. Being upset and passionate about, me being passionate about that movie and, you know, the whole police brutality. Like, man, look. And then, like, I like what Uncle Shay Sharp said about white folks having friends. Like, if you say you have black friends and you can't, you can't offer, like he said something like, if you say you have black friends but you can't offer something or you can't understand.
I think he said like speak up on something right now or something.
Yeah, like you can't understand something that we're going through or you can't offer no type of solution or something, then you just know black people.
Right.
And it's kind of like, you know what? That makes a whole lot of sense. This is why I don't have white friends. I don't know. I'm cool. I'm cool. Because I think white people really like they talk that shit where they feel like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but you know, y'all like I think white people have
Are you drunk right now?
Maybe, I don't know. It's wine.
You talking. You are talking.
I think white people have am I drunk right? I had a glass of wine. I don't get drunk off wine. Come on, man. Oh, all right. Anyway, go ahead, man.
On to the topic.
But what I was saying.
The topic at hand is, I seen a meme on Facebook that said, "Can we normalize everybody not being entrepreneurs?" And that kind of hit home in this midst of like us being chilled. Because we wasn't on a break.
Taking a break.
We wasn't even breaking. We was working. We just wasn't hustling on Hustle Different, but we was hustling on other things.
We had a
we was hustling different in real life.
Yeah, we had a situation where
we
were supposed to put out some content and it didn't happen. And I was excited for it and it didn't happen and it kind of just threw off our whole trajectory.
Right.
Basically.
And we did not pivot. As we said we should have.
So now I think what we're doing right now is kind of like starting from ground zero.
Not even ground zero. We got traction. We just picking it up. Like where we at? We pivot. We are in the midst of a pivot. Like we're pivoting.
Picking up where we left off. Got it.
Right. Yeah. But I seen that and I was like, dang. I think in this millennial 2020, 2021, 2019 world we live in, Clubhouse, Instagram, everybody's influencers, everybody. FY, y'all should check out this documentary on HBO Max called Fake Famous, where they literally took 3 people. They did a casting call for 3 people, or they did a casting call for people where they wanted to make them fake famous, which they literally, like, and it was all fake. Like they did them at a spa. They had spa days, and it was literally a pool with rose petals in the pool, a little kiddie pool, rose petals, and they just took a picture of her with like cucumbers over her eyes, and she was at a spa. So made them look rich and famous and all that. So it just gives you like the inside world of like influencers and how people become famous. And like people who be like, I got this trip for free, and they didn't get it for free, but they said they got it for free, so they can get another trip for free, which got me some ideas. But anyway, but it made me realize, like, in this world of like influencer culture and social media world, YouTube world, all this and all this, entrepreneurs, all this and all this, can we normalize everybody not being an entrepreneur? Like, everybody is not made for this. Everybody is not made for paying taxes. Everybody is not made for putting out content. Everybody's not made for right. Everybody's not made for creating posts. Everybody's not made for it. I don't even know if I'm made for it. I
don't know if I'm made for it either,
so honestly. It's like,
but we going through it to try to figure it out. I mean, right. And if we can normalize. Trying. I'm gonna just say, yeah, right. Let's normalize trying, but let's also normalize understanding when it's kind of like,
it's time to.
Nah, I ain't got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so,
that
but
okay.
That's like something that you have to do as far as like soul searching, like for yourself. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever let nobody tell you can't do something.
Right.
Something that my mentor tell me is stop letting people put their limitations on you. So don't let it, like, we can normalize everybody not being an entrepreneur, but you know, when you think about it at the end of the day, fuck what I'm talking about.
Right.
Go try to be one. You may be successful and you may not be successful. And you might not be successful. That don't mean that you're not an entrepreneur. Maybe you just need to try a little bit harder. And I think that's what
and I guess it's like, and figure out if you are supposed to be an entrepreneur, figure out your thing, because most people are entrepreneurs start in one thing and end in another thing. But it's also like, if everybody's entrepreneurs, who's going to work for the entrepreneurs?
Facts. So, yeah. That make a lot of sense. That's hey, I'm trying to figure out, am I somebody that can own a business or help somebody grow their business? I know one thing. I hate being told what to do from people that has less melanin from me than me. Yeah. But that's something that I have to go through now to get where I want to be. So I don't know. But even, you know what I'm saying, if I, you know what, I'm going to challenge that thought of everybody not made to be entrepreneurs. I think that because we don't have the resources, or we not as skilled in some we're not as skilled in some spaces as some other people, because lack of education and lack of funding, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, and lack of infrastructures to help us learn. I think people can be entrepreneurs. I think people can be successful. It's just we at so much of a disadvantage that we're trying to normalize, like, nah, like, let's normalize us not being entrepreneurs. Nah, we all can be entrepreneurs if we have people that are going to teach us how to be entrepreneurs.
But is it realistic? Is it literally realistic for everybody to have their own business?
No, it's not realistic. But I think what I'm saying is just challenge that thought.
Just don't. I mean, I understand.
I think we're challenging that thought right now. Like, I don't know. Maybe Hustle Different will fail, and I'll just be like, or we just be like, man, maybe we just made the work. We just work. Just go clock in a 9 to 5, make that money, and be comfortable. I know for a
fact I ain't made for that. Like,
you said what?
I know for a fact I'm not made to clock in. Like this little week I done work with my daddy. Like, and I think, it's probably just the environment. Like, I'm outside most of the time, and I can move around. Like, I know I knew from the time that I knew probably a couple months into the job that I had my past job that I wasn't made for it. I thought I was cool because I was leaving from being like in college and kind of being all over the place. And I was like, well, maybe I need a job where I sit down and I'm chilling. And I just need to be 9 to 5, 9 to 5. And then after that, I realized real quickly, I am not that person. Like I realized real quick, like I am not the person to sit. Like, and now I feel more of myself moving around. Like even just like being able to move around and run errands, like that type of stuff. Like I am.
You get joy out of doing it.
Yes, I am a shaker and a mover, a mover and a shaker. I cannot sit still. Like being in one spot drives me up a wall. Like even when I'm like I think too much, I'm doing too much. Even when I was working at that job, I was watching TV or talking on the phone all daggone day because like just concentrating on the job all day. It was almost a mindless job because it's like I need something else to think about. Or working on Hustle Different while I was at the job, or working on other projects while I was at the job. I'm so glad I don't work there no more, so I can confess this. But yeah, dang, you might not.
Let's normalize talking shit about your job while you working there.
Man, I used to do so much stuff on the clock, it didn't make no sense. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is like I guess normalize like
because I talk shit about my job and people listen to the podcast that work there. So.
Normalize people know
how I feel about that job.
Not everybody ain't entrepreneur, and it's but also being okay with the fact that you're not an entrepreneur. Like normalizing that part. Like I think we're such a entrepreneurial we're in such an entrepreneur social media influencer world that it's like that's what everybody wants. That it's like you're nothing or your social capital is lower if you don't have if you're not an influencer, if you're not an entrepreneur, if you don't have multiple streams of income, and it's like some people honestly don't even strive for that. Like, Chile, like I know some men I used to talk to that like.
Hold on, clear your throat. Yeah.
Oh, you want to like an ex. Like I was like he was perfectly content with going to work and coming home.
Really.
Like,
what's his name?
An ex. Like, and I am not that person. Like, people are perfectly content with working a job and working a job and working their way up a ladder, and then retiring from that said job, getting their retirement and chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's fine if that's what they want to do, you know, but let's normalize that. And I think that's even with the whole B. Simone thing when she said she don't want no person that works a 9 to 5. And that's, you know what I mean? Like, you remember that?
No, I don't. I don't listen to B. Simone.
The conversation of, she was saying.
Who the fuck is B. Simone? Nah, I'm fucking with you. What's up, B. Simone?
When she said basically I think it was B. Simone. She said she didn't want nobody working a 9 to 5.
Well, I don't listen to women who those type of women I don't listen to because those women are kind of like not in my circle.
Well, okay, the mentality of I want.
Them women ain't checking for me, so I'm not checking for them.
The mentality of I want somebody who is an entrepreneur versus somebody who wants to work a 9 to 5. You
have people that work 9 to 5 that make more than entrepreneurs.
Exactly. So normalizing that it is okay to just make your money how you want to make your money and being okay with that. And everybody ain't an entrepreneur. Everybody's not a social influencer. Everybody's not on social. Everybody's not going to have 1 million followers. Everybody's not going to make money from all these different companies sponsoring them. Like, can we normalize that?
Yeah, let's normalize that. But
the possibilities are endless. I know.
Go figure it out, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying. And if you try and it don't work, like, I don't feel like there should be shame in the fact that it didn't work.
Like I know I'm not like I know that 9 to 5s don't work with me because I don't smile with them white people, yo. I don't smile with y'all folks. Like I don't like I feel way more comfortable with my own people than I do with other people. Right, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I went to all black school from the time I was born till now. Well, I go to a PWI now, but from the time I was born until out of
college,
getting my bachelor's degree, Yeah. You know, it's just kind of like I fell in love with just being around my own people. And it's kind of like I always got the side-eye white folk. Maybe that's something I should talk to my therapist about. I got therapy on the 24th. Yeah, on the 21st. Oh, yeah, speaking of that. So let's normalize. Let's talk about things we should normalize.
Calling your insurance and saying, do y'all have EAP? Do y'all know what EAP is?
Yeah.
Employee assistance program to get some free therapy through
Let's
your
normalize
employee.
getting somebody who can relate to you as far as a therapist. So I had a black woman.
And the person don't have to look like you either, FYI.
What you mean?
My therapist is definitely a white man.
Yeah. I can't do it.
You can't do it, but he's helped me leaps and bounds.
Well, the first time I met with my therapist, he's a black man.
That's fine.
But I had a black woman at first.
But I think I do think people give up on therapy because they don't think that it's like, they don't think that you can shop around for a therapist.
Yeah.
And you can. Like,
yeah, I think I started to give up. I think I started to give up when the young lady that I had, I wouldn't get nothing out of. And the first therapy session I had with the black dude I'm going to, I was just kind of like, damn, like this is what I was looking for. This is the answer I wanted, like the answer that I wanted.
And that girl might be a good therapist for somebody else, but when you go in there and it click for you, that's how you know that's your therapist. But like I was gonna make a post about this on my story. Like, it is so important to have a good care team. Like how I just said, shop around for a good therapist. If your doctor, your personal trainer, for women, your OBGYN,
your friends,
the nursing staff at the hospital,
your family.
Therapy. I'm really talking really specifically for
family. Sometimes can be.
I'm talking really specifically professional.
Okay.
In the professional.
Your banker.
No, care as in physical care.
Okay.
Like making sure that you find people that actually make you feel cared for and that make you feel as if you can be comfortable. Because when you are going to doctors' offices, when you're going to therapy sessions, those are very vulnerable spots. Those are very vulnerable situations. You want to be able to go in there and be able to be vulnerable. Like, how can a doctor take care of you physically if you can't say exactly what's going on? And if a doctor shames you, like when I was in Memphis and I literally dropped a weight on my eye. When I was working out, I dropped a weight on my eye. I heard her laughing with the staff. The doctor was like, "Did you hear about the lady who dropped the weight on her eye?" And I'm like, "Is she talking about me?" So then she came in. And she came in the room. I was like, "Well, can I go back to work?" Like, she was like, because I was in the AmeriCorps and I was broke, like, so I needed to go to work. And she was like, I think you should not go to work. I think you should think of a better excuse than a weight dropped on your eye. Because she was assuming that I got hit in my face by a man. But that's not how you treat somebody who just got hit in the face by a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so those instances when you have, so when you go to the doctor's office and did you have
like a bruise or a black eye or something?
My eye was huge. You never seen that picture?
No.
This cut right here on my eye is from that. Like, my eye, my whole face was.
How you drop a weight on your eye? Yo?
I was doing a workout where I had to put a weight. I was laying on my back. I had to put a weight on between my feet, and the weight was too small. I don't know why he gave me such a small weight, but the weight slipped from. The idea is that if you land on your back, you'll put the weight between your legs and you go like this with the weight, and it slipped and hit me in my eye. And she probably thought I was lying because I didn't come in with my workout clothes on, and that's because like I know emergency rooms take forever, and I was sweaty, so I took a shower. Like, I'm not finna sit there and be sweaty. Like, no, so I took a shower and put my clothes on, because
with a whole black eye.
Whole black eye. Like I know how emergency rooms are. Like, they take forever. It was at the end of my workout, so I was completely sweaty.
Did you stink?
I took a shower.
But did you stink?
No.
So you could have just went to the emergency room.
I was. Have you seen me after workouts? I was not sitting in there for over an hour in sweat.
Do you sweat?
Yes.
They don't stink though.
I don't care. I'm gonna be sweating and sitting in sweat and cold and sweat.
Well, that's probably why she thought you.
I don't care. That's not the point. The point is
got beat up.
The point is she was unprofessional, and that when you go into a doctor's office,
I don't mean to laugh. That's funny.
That's not funny. She was disrespectful.
She was all right.
And the point
she didn't believe you. She said you should find another excuse.
And you should be able to find somebody. The point is that I'm trying to make is that you should find people in your care team. In your care team that will help you feel comfortable enough that you can be comfortable and they won't laugh at you. I'm
visualizing you smacking yourself in the eye with a weight, and then I'm visualizing the lady talking shit about you.
And she was white, so they didn't help so she probably thought, and it was in Memphis, Tennessee, in Methodist Hospital. I'm never going back.
The lady talking shit about you like, this girl talking about she got hit in the eye whole time. She getting her ass whooped at home.
Thinking I'm lying. No, I was not lying. I dropped a weight on my eye.
Oh, I'm hot, boy. God damn.
A whole entire weight on my eye.
Woo. That's funny. Maybe it's because I was drinking. I don't know why that's so funny.
And I was all by myself in Memphis by myself.
I apologize for laughing.
Well, thank y'all for joining us on another episode of HD Approved.
This is not HD approved.
Oh, shoot. HD Conversations.
That's how you know she ain't been here. Anyway.
Are you ready to eat? I've been thinking about Mexican
Yeah. Well, until next time.
Because I know I was wrong, so I'm singing.
All right, go ahead, close this.
I did just close this.
Oh, you did? All right.
I was serenading our people.
I'm Des White.
And I'm Morgan-Allison. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of HD Conversations. We should do some...
Smack yourself with a weight.
You should do...